So I'm looking at her like real hard. Mind you, the light hasn't changed for me to cross the street yet. I turn around, go upstairs. I block her, bro. While she downstairs.
Nah.
I blocked her. She had my address, but she didn't have the apartment number, so fake. What could you do? Like,
the young godfather, no leash, no chain. I'm a dog, no collar. Puerto Rican flair, the mama's trying to holler. Better step back for my wife, you have a problem. Chilling in France, I need that advance.
Alright, so do you want to do the traditional intro? Or do you want to start it off?
yeah, let's do it. Let's do the traditional intro.
Alright.
Stick with tradition. Ha ha! That clip in the beginning. Y'all miss when we used to do that? We did that for like 3 episodes.
Remember when we were standing up and we was dapping each other? We sat down and then the logo.
Yo, you remember that, bro?
Yeah.
We used to stand up, dap each other, the logo come in.
What's good, y'all?
Yo, you want to redo that? You want to do that again? Let's bring it back for the time.
Let's get it.
Let's get it.
Yeah, I remember that.
That was so hard ass. But our day ones, remember that.
Word. If you've been here since the
then we graduated. Episode. We graduated to, that clip was so funny.
We out.
Y'all didn't even see it yet because we didn't say it.
Word.
Y'all be like, oh, it was funny. I seen
it. But now we got an intro card, so like we can't even say anything because we're going to look like head asses.
Yo, that song in the intro is so hard, bro. Who wrote that?
I mean, I don't know, but that nigga needs some more recognition.
Nah, he is kind of cold now that I think about it. He is kind of whack now that I really sit here and ponder.
Oh, man. Cold in a good way. What's good, family? It's your boy, Young Goblo. I'm joined by Jay Sean the Don, Jay Dollars, Jay Bunny, Jay Breezy, Mr. Take It Down himself. You are now tuned in to New York's #1 podcast. The Fuck Is You Talking About podcast.
The fuck is you talking about?
Live from the Brooklyn Bronx Zoo. I think if we add all of that together, that sounds good, right? Like, Saturday night, live from New York City. You know what I mean?
That's what it feels like to you?
Yeah, like, Fuck Is You Talking About podcast. Live from the Brooklyn and Bronx Zoo.
Sound like an Eminem bar. We're just trying to squeeze everything into one fucking sentence.
Yeah, but niggas will appreciate that because people like when you have like a consistent.
I hear you. Let's. You know I'm down to try it, man.
Word.
I'm scared that me being Mr. Take It Down is gonna take off because my worst fear is that I get looked at as an object.
Yeah.
You know.
Boo-hoo. I get pussy. Boo-hoo.
Not what I meant, but sometimes when back when I used to. Be just here go my dick to girls, right?
Right.
Before that, like in the midst of that, I used to have a period where I was, you know how last episode you had described that you used to feel this emptiness inside you.
Yeah.
Nigga, that's all I used to feel. I used to just be fucking just to say I did it, but like I was feeling like empty. I wanted like a real relationship.
Same.
That was stupid to me, but right. I would always feel this emptiness, and so my fear is that. Maybe if I go back to that lifestyle, I'll feel that emptiness again.
I hear you. No, yeah, 100%.
So as much as I talk about just backing out, which a lot of times I really do want, I'm still a human being, bro. I think some of y'all just be expecting me to just, it's not me.
Well, that's why you Mr. Take It Down, now I'm back it out.
That's true. I missed to take it down.
Word.
Okay, you're right.
The opportunity presents itself, taking it down. You're not just, okay, who wants it? And then you just like put it out for the world to see.
Right, y'all have to convince me that y'all deserve it, all right? And then I'll take it down. I'm not like, it's like in poker, right? Like with the chips.
Word.
You take down the pot.
And there's layers to it, You can't just be Mr. Take It Down all the time. You gotta be Mr. Take It Out. Not take it out, take her out.
Sometimes Joe does a segue, and I'll genuinely be confused about what he's doing until he says something, and I'll be like, this is the segue. So on YouTube, I'm gonna put them little markers in like the time thing. Like when it's segue.
Nigga can't just let me get a W. I felt like that was a good transition.
Well, it was, but because I already know, right? Like I'm part of the show, so I know what's like supposed to be talked about today.
Yeah.
And so I just wanted to point that out to y'all. Segue.
Yeah. Fuck a segue. We're talking about dating today.
Yes.
We realize. And maybe it's something we tone down, or maybe you guys like it, you want to see it more. But we talk about sexual relations quite frequently.
Every day.
Almost every episode. If not every episode, we talk about it, right? Yep. So we thinking, we're always talking about the end result, like the end goal, but we never talk about the steps to get there. Mm-hmm. Today's theme is about dating. And it's another funny thing. You guys see the description. It's your title. You know what this episode is about. You know.
Our segues be useless.
Right. I was really thinking about it because, yesterday I was watching a YouTube video and the guy started the video by, if you guys haven't guessed already, this is a thing about blah, 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 blah. And I'm like,
Nigga, that's the title.
right, that is the title. It's like, so whenever we make a complicated segue into what we're going to talk about, they already know what we're going to talk about. It's just a matter of when we're going to get there. All right, so dating, right? We thought it'd be cool, right, today to be your dating gurus.
Yes.
We'll give you our experiences on our worst, best dates, and
I've been on more dates than a lot of y'all. I can help y'all, I promise.
word, and like you said, help y'all on your future dates.
Yes. I can help y'all.
All right. So I've talked enough. Do you want to talk first about your Yeah, let's just give our experiences dating. What's your? Do you want to start with your best or your worst dating experience?
You know what? I'll go with my worst.
All right, and then I'll match that.
I'll go with my worst. And you'll match me?
Yeah.
Cool. All right. The worst date I've ever been on was with this girl named Jordan. Now, it's funny because y'all couldn't see my list of people with the emoji next to their name and the 10 out of 10, my list. Yeah, I remember. But Jordan was at the top, right? Jordan had a specific emoji that signified a specific thing and a specific rating that has signified, So I put up with her back because she was horrible on dates. But I put up with that to get that.
Yeah, because shit filed.
Because it was doing what it was supposed to do. Mm-hmm. And Jordan was that girl I was telling you about that could only talk about crystals.
Crystal girl.
And her topics consisted of crystals and crime theory. Like what is it called? Like true crime stories.
Yeah.
So fake. If it wasn't those two things, that girl was mute. She had nothing to talk about. But so I'm gonna tell you how this date went. Right, me and this girl was talking for like a week.
Yeah.
Cool. She was great. I thought she was funny. I really just thought she was beautiful though. Besides being funny, her top quality was that she was beautiful.
Right.
Like stunning. 10 out of 10. And so I'm talking to this girl, talking for a week, and I'm not really like, she's talking and I'm listening to her, but like, it's just so beautiful.
Right.
So I'm like, let's go on a date, And I take her to Sugar Factory. Sugar Factory was my top date spot when I was 19. I thought Sugar Factory
was... bro.
Sugar Factory is an absolute travesty of a restaurant. It's like, it is probably the McDonald's of restaurants.
Right.
Like sit-down dining restaurants. Like, the food there is okay at best.
Yes.
And it's usually terrible. But it's okay at best. The drinks are the best parts why you go.
Right.
The theatrics of the food.
Exactly.
That's why you go. You don't go for the quality of the food.
Right.
It is the McDonald's of I wouldn't even say high-class restaurants, like medium-class restaurants.
And I don't know if you ever, the one, because there was one in Brooklyn. That's the only one I went to. That shit was terrible. Like the seating arrangement. I don't know if it was the same for the one that you went to, but like, why my elbows with the nigga in the next table, bro?
No, I didn't have that experience.
No, the one in Brooklyn was fucking horrible.
Nigga was in a sugar basement that just had Sugar Factory.
Sugar basement, sugar sweatshop.
Nigga was in a sugar sweatshop. So I took this girl to Sugar Factory. Right?
Yeah.
And Sugar Factory, right at the time, was cool because that's where the celebrities had went, and that's so popular, right? Sugar Factory.
Right, exactly.
Right? So we there and we're talking, and I have a contingency plan for all dates, right? Like I know what to do
Batman.
if the person, yes, like Batman, Joe. If the girl can't, she's not sociable or she's not if the date is going wrong, right. I have a contingency plan for all that.
Yeah.
This girl looked like I was holding her hostage at gunpoint. She looked like not even anxious, but almost like upset.
Wow.
And I was like, how did something happen to you? Say, are you okay? You good? She starts telling me no, I'm fine. Like the whole dinner. So we having minimal conversation the whole dinner. I'm like, boy, and we haven't done nothing yet.
Right.
So fake. I'm not even I'm like, wow, this is such a bad idea. I can't wait to go home. So we're talking, and she's like, we get out the restaurant, and she gets really close to me, starts holding my hand. And she's like, I was just so nervous in there. I didn't know what to say or what to talk about, and I'm so sorry. I don't want you to think I'm not interested. So I was like, oh, it's okay. And I started to realize, okay, well, maybe she was nervous. And so we started talking about crystals and true crime for hours. And I'm like, I can't wait to go home. And still, I was like, I couldn't wait to go home. And then when I got home, and she came home with me, and everything happened, Because once I got to my house, I wasn't even gonna invite her up. I was like, you know what? Let's just call it a night. Here, I can't wait to get away from her.
Right.
And you know, she did what we had to do. Our next date, I bought a hotel that was $300 a night. I bought that shit for 4 nights.
You was busting every night.
And we stayed together the whole 4-day weekend. I took off of work and everything. That's how good the first time was. The first time was so good. The next time I saw her, I bought a hotel for 4 nights in Manhattan. I didn't buy one in the Bronx. I didn't buy no little like broken down shit. We stayed right there off of Wall Street, right next to the Twin Towers.
I know. I think I know the exact hotel you're talking about too.
$300 and like $60 a night. I booked that shit for 4 nights. We didn't leave the hotel room at all. Nigga.
I wouldn't either, man.
Jesus Christ. But that was my worst date experience ever. Because I'll tell you this, it's really important to have like things you could talk about. You know, like I understand being nervous. Being nervous is one thing, but you really gotta be it. Like find a way to be yourself and bring that into a date. Like
right.
It's cool to be nervous, but it's not cool to like let it hinder you.
Exactly.
From the whole date. You know what I'm saying? You feel me?
And on the opposite spectrum, don't try to do too much. You have to find a fine line. You know, that's why like probably for introverts is like the hardest to date, right? Because like sometimes you don't have a lot to talk about.
Right.
And then you're like, damn, and then you over fixate on the fact that you're not talking enough, and then you start blurting out like nonsense. You gotta really first be comfortable enough to know your date, I guess, to a sense. Like sometimes first dates are spontaneous, so like you can't control it, but like, you know, make sure you get to know the person as much as possible before you date them. So that at least you have some sort of conversation piece whenever you're doing whatever you're doing.
Peep game and lock in, like my son from Minnesota say.
Right. Peep game. So that ties perfect with my worst date, right?
This is gonna be just a reference episode. We just start referencing shit for the past.
Yeah. But my worst date, I followed the advice I just gave you guys. I did my research on this girl, and I went above and beyond. Not like that. All right. We were talking.
Joe not giving dating advice. He's getting kidnapping advice. He said, I did my research on the girl.
Listen, so this was before I met my girlfriend now, obviously, right? But it was right before. That's why I'm bringing it up. It was like right before. It was probably like the girl before the last girl I talked to right before my girlfriend. Mm-hmm. Her name was Ty J, right? Mm-hmm. And she lived.
Horrible name.
She lived in the Linden Peace, Linden Boulevard. And if you know Linden Boulevard, and if you know that's the worst place ever. Right? So
It's up there.
She was someone else I found on a dating app. We was talking, whatever. She was telling me what she liked, and then I went at.
She was about to rob you.
Look. Nah, I was worried about that. I'm not gonna lie. I thought she was gonna lie on me. That's why I was like, So all right, let me just get into it. So we talking, and she was like, her favorite music artists are XX and Blood Orange. Blood Orange, also known as Devon Hayes. He makes like. He makes really good music. Like it's like singing like music, but not like R&B. More like I don't know how I'll describe it, but it's very nice. If you guys know who Blood Orange is, you know he guys makes nice music. I never listened to Blood Orange. I heard of the name before, but I never listened. Mm-hmm. And she was like, "Oh, yeah, my favorite artist right now is Blood Orange." And me being the front, don't do this by the way. Do not pretend to be someone you're not. Me being the front, I was like, "Oh yeah, I love Blood Orange." And she was like, "Oh my God, my favorite song is Champagne Coast. What about you?" And I was like,
I think you told me.
You think all right? So then I'm like, yeah, I brought it up, but I'm going into detail now, right? So I was like, I go on Spotify, Blood Orange, go through his music catalog, play like 3 songs. Yeah, I'm like really into Charcoal, baby. Like I don't know, it just resonates with me a little bit, right? And she's like, oh my God, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, so I was fronting my way into some pussy, right?
My man. My brother.
So like I think after one night of talking, she was like, yeah, let's go on a date. And I think we went on a date like that week, probably like in the span of the next 3 days we went on a date. She was like, oh yeah, you could pick me up from my house and then we could go. I live on the cusp of Brooklyn going into Manhattan. Linden Projects is all the way at the edge of Brooklyn. She was like, yeah, you could pick me up and then we could go to this restaurant I know in Manhattan. So I went all the way over there, picked her up, just to go all the way back to where I live, past where I live, like 3 stops into Manhattan, right there, boom, right? So I wasn't minding because I was like, you know what, let's see how this treats me, right? Link Shawty. First of all, I got catfished. Right?
That'll do it. That'll fuck up a date.
So I'm in the Linden Peace, fearing for my life, thinking I'm gonna get robbed at any given second. Shorty comes. She was like, "Oh yeah, I'm coming right now. I think I see you." I see her. I'm like, "I don't see you." I see her, but that's not who I thought I was looking for. I was like, "All right, cool." We take the bus back to the train because that's the only way we can get over there. The bus to the train. Take it, and so we're on our way back. But she was very photogenic. And at this time, I loved taking pictures of myself. You know, I was the type of person. I'm like, I'm feeling my fit today. And let's say you with me, I'm like, yo, you can take a quick fit. And I'll be like, yo, just.
I'd be like, fuck no, nigga.
Right. My mans used to hate me for doing this, but I like almost every day I felt like I had to take a picture because I was feeling confident, you know, and everything, right?
I ain't taking no picture of you, nigga.
But I was getting to the point, right? Because this was after.
Nigga Joe was like, yo, hold my phone. You can picture me real quick.
Yeah, that's exactly how it was. I got you, Jay. Terrible picture. The lighting is terrible. The angle is off. Anyway, after my first long-term ex, right? She hated that shit because I used to be like, "Yo, babe, can you take my picture real quick?" And then I'll be like, "I'm not feeling this. Can you take it like at this angle and all that?" I know I was the worst person.
Joe was a diva.
Yeah, really though. That's why now I barely take pictures because I kind of got like. You know when you learn from your mistakes and you don't want to put other people through it, you're like, That's why like when I be doing my photo shoots for my music, I be fake embarrassed to ask people like, "Hey, you think you can do this for me?" Anyway, going back to what I was saying, this bitch took that to like the next level. I thought I was photogenic. Bro, she made me take pictures of her every single fucking stop that we stopped at. When we were at the bus stop, she wanted pictures. When we were in the bus, she wanted pictures. When we got to the train, she wanted pictures. In the train, she wanted pictures. Then she took a few pictures of me, and she's like, "Oh my God, look, this looks so nice." And I'm like, "Oh yeah, it does." She's like, "Can you do mine like that?" We get off the train. She wants some pictures, right? Now, at this time, this is like when like I was old enough to go to bars and stuff, right? So the place where she wanted to go to was like a bar.
Nigga old as fuck. I be forgetting you older than me. Nigga old as fuck.
Nigga, that wasn't that long ago.
Old as shit, bro. God damn, nigga.
I'm not that much older than him. I'm only 2 years older than him.
I'm doing this with a fucking nigga old enough to be my dad, bro. The oldest shit, bro.
No. Anyway.
Old ass.
Anyway, so we get off. She wants more pictures. We're walking. She wants me to take pictures there. Bro, I was getting fatigued, and we didn't even get to the place where we were supposed to have the date. So this leading up there, bro, when we get to the spot, it's a little nice. It's like a fucking tiny-ass bar, but then it goes into like a backyard that's like open, like on the top, right? Like it's like open area, and then you eat. But like the tables were like lunch tables in school. Like I wasn't jacking that. Like I didn't like those type of tables, like fucking benches.
You took it to an after school program for a date,
bro. So now we sitting across from each other. We're waiting for food. The whole time she's only talking about herself. Like she's so like conceited, and most of the time I don't mind that. I like when people like when I was on dates. I love when people talked about themselves, right? But it was like that type of talking about herself so much that when I'm like, "Oh yeah," and you know, I also, and then she's like, "Yeah," and then like that reminds me of this other time. So like she was cutting me off when I was trying to like engage in a conversation with her. I wasn't necessarily trying to make the conversation about me, but I was trying to let her know that yeah, I'm listening to you, I'm paying attention, and I also can concur with this story that I'm about
I have
to tell
something
you.
to add. I'm also in this date. Like,
Right, exactly.
All right.
So
Quick tip for y'all: if you ugly, you should not try to talk about yourself that much. Like you know,
maybe she was
pick one.
overcompensating, bro. Like, anyway,
I don't have a lot of beauty, but I have a lot of words.
right. So it's getting to like the end of the date, and then I was like, I got the bill, nigga. That shit was expensive. I was like, God damn. Now in my head, when the bill came, I was like, I'm gonna pay for it, no problem. But I'm like, I'm never going on a date with this girl ever again, right? Like that was the one thing in my head. When I finished paying for it, she was like, "Oh yeah, this is another great bar, and it's like in downtown Brooklyn." Remember how I told you I went from the east to Manhattan? Downtown Brooklyn is like a whole different direction, bro. It's not even going back to the way I was going.
Look at the fucking map. Y'all know where it's at.
Right. So she was like, so she wanted to go bar hopping because she was like, "Oh yeah, and I know this other bar that's like not that far away from there," and I was like, you know, I'm actually kind of tired. I told her I was like kind of tired, you know, because my day started like 2 hours before I even linked her because of how far she was from me. So then I was like, yeah, and then she got mad. She was like, you serious? I was like, yeah, I'm really trying to go home. Like, I'm really tired. And then she was like, okay, I'll just call one of my friends to see if they want to go. And I was like, Like damn. And then so we going back to the train. She wants me to take more pictures of her. I'm like, how much fucking pictures do you want?
You are ugly.
Nah, right.
You should be trying to avoid pictures. You should be trying to buy a phone with no fucking camera. It pisses me off when ugly people try to do more, do less.
Like I don't know. Like, was the pictures I took not satisfying enough for her? Like, was it not at a good angle that she can edit it in a way that she can catfish the next guy that she's going on a date with? Right. So I was like, whatever. So then now I'm like, I'm gonna be a nice guy and take her.
She getting me mad.
No, really. So I was like, you know what? I'll take you home and then go back home just to make it up for you.
You're a good man.
So we get past my stop.
Uh-huh.
Right. So on the J train, past my stop, and then going towards where we have to get off to the bus. When we get to the stop where the bus is at, she was like, you don't gotta take me all the way home. I'm actually gonna take the other train back. And I was like, all right, no problem. I was like, okay, like, I guess I'll see you. And then this was, like, you know, besides Manu, every single girl I've ever dated, I kissed them at least on the first date, right? So I was like, you know, I'm going to try to kiss you, right? That's at least that we can do because this shit was a nightmare. So I go in for the kiss. No, matter of fact, I go in for a hug, and then, like, she just give me a kiss, right? Right? Because, you know, like, I try to fake, like, you feel me? Like, I don't try to just go. That's awkward as fuck. So, yeah, then she kissed me, and then it was like I was expecting a peck, but then like she fully went like lip on lip type vibe, and I was like, okay, that was cool, whatever. I'm like, all right, bye, get home safe, go home. In my head, I'm like, I don't ever want to go on a date with this girl ever again. Like I was like, but when I get home, I'm probably gonna like block her, right? Why I get home and the first message I get, she was like, you know what, I wasn't really feeling this date. I think I want to just stay as a friend, right? And then in my head, I'm like, yes. And I'm like, oh, you know what? I was kind of feeling the same vibe too. And then she got mad. She was like, oh, really? I was like, yeah, I wasn't really feeling it.
Well, she wanted you to say, no, please, give me another chance.
Right.
Bitch, you are ugly.
Word.
Do you understand what that means? You're not desirable. That's what ugly means. No, like you're nasty. Ew. You're welcome for the day.
Not really. You're welcome.
I should have made you pay.
Really though.
I should have when I saw you at your fucking house been like, actually, you're fucking ugly. I'm gonna go home. Like, what the fuck?
Really?
Y'all need to like really take a good look in like the mirror. It's okay to be ugly and like it's okay. Like I'm not trying to shame nobody. What I'm trying to say is like be reasonable. Like I'm not the sexiest nigga in the world, but like at the same time, I wouldn't do no shit like that.
No,
really. You don't have that privilege.
I know where I stand, and I know exactly. Like, you know, I'm just leaving it like that. She felt offended, and then she was like, "Oh, okay." And I don't remember exactly how it ended, but I felt like it was along the lines of, "Oh, you can delete my number" or something like that. And right, I'm like, okay,
never saved.
So
you fucking willed the beast.
So I'm like she. I think it really did spark a mini argument. Now that I'm remembering, I think we did have like a mini argument because she really felt offended that I was like, yeah, I wasn't feeling it too. Because she was like, I know why I wasn't feeling you, but why weren't you feeling me? And I was like, you know, I just feel like our and I was still keeping it cordial. Like, I feel like our personalities are not matching.
That's a good man,
right? And then she was like, you know, to be honest, you are like a party pooper, and I'm like, we were going on a date. You wanted to go on a fucking tour of all of New York's fucking bars. I'm straight off of that. Why? I think like a few weeks later, she hit me back up to see if I wanted to do something again. I was like, no. I stand by how I feel. I wasn't going through that shit again.
She took a good look in the mirror. I was like, damn, I'm really ugly. That was the only date I could get, like type shit.
Yeah, right.
That hurts.
And you know, it is what it is. You know, one thing in life, I don't always regret it. Like I don't regret it now because obviously, like I've like matured and advanced past that. But at the time, whenever I date a girl and I don't slap, I feel like it was a waste of time. Like I'd be like, damn, that could have been a body, but I never succeeded.
I still feel that way, niggas. If I take you on a date and I don't slap, you know how I feel. I got 2 dates.
Yeah.
I take you 2 dates and I don't slap. Like, I get that back. Like,
we're like, damn, I did all that and I didn't slap. Like,
Joe's a good man. I'm gonna explain to y'all why. I was catfished once too. This is a super quick story. Mm-hmm. Talking to this girl for like a day, 2 days.
Yeah.
Pictures is dumb fun. Like I said, just face pictures. You know, I can't see the whole body. Mm-hmm. Nigga, she's like talking freaky. I'm gonna come to your house.
Right.
Bad. She pay her own Uber. Mm-hmm. You know, I know how I feel about that. You pay your own Uber. I said it's hard already. She's like, all right, come downstairs. I'm in front of Burger King. I used to live across the street from Burger King.
Right.
I come downstairs. I'm looking at Burger King. It's a girl with a she told me what she's wearing. It's a girl with the same outfit. I look at her face. I'm like, that's her. It's like a movie, right? It's a car in front of her. The car passed by. It's like fucking refrigerator, bro. The fucking biggest bitch I ever seen. So I get a little closer. I'm like, nah, is that? Nah. So I'm looking. Now I'm like, should I just try to get some head? Now I'm thinking, I'm like.
Before you even say the first word to her, you thinking how you going to remedy the situation?
Mind you, right? Well, she came over there to fuck, right?
Yeah.
But I don't want to fuck her now. So I'm like, oh, maybe my dick sucks. So I'm looking at her like real hard. Mind you, the light hasn't changed for me to cross the street yet. Like, I turn around, go upstairs. I block her, bro. While she downstairs.
Nah.
I blocked her. She had my address, but she didn't have the apartment number, so fake. What could you do? Like, I block her ass, bro. I can't even believe she tried that shit, bro. Like, all her pictures, bro, she looked like fine, bro. Like, filters is crazy. Makeup is crazy. She came over here looking like, nah, bro. Nah. She was like she was extra in the color purple. Like, no, bro.
Yeah, so I got a few feelings about what you just told me. Nah, the first feeling is
that's what I would have did if I was on your date. I would have just blocked her and just nah, nigga. Take my L early.
My first thing is you judged me for blocking that girl a kick, and you fully almost like across the street almost linked the chicken like, yeah, I'm out of here. Left her outside like, where are you? Why is my text not going through? Why are my calls not going through?
Actually wasted Uber and she lived deep in the Bronx. I was like a $30, $40 Uber.
Ah, man. On the other hand, ladies and fellas, stop.
Be honest.
Be honest. Stop making yourself look more than you actually are. Whenever I was like dating and I was on these dating apps, on top of like my like the face only pictures, I also make sure to put some like body pictures in there.
Yeah, bro.
Because the last thing I'm gonna do is embarrass myself when you think you like in your head you have an image of me and then you see me in person and that's not the image you thought. I'm not gonna embarrass myself. So y'all should not be doing that.
Mind you, right? I'm handsome right now, right? I was my handsomest in 2019, 2020. I was my handsomest I've ever been. Right, I was still doing MMA. I used to do MMA. I will fuck you up. I was doing MMA. Right, this is like my second to last year doing it. So I was fit. Right, I looked good. Right, I was going to the gym frequently. I was playing basketball like every week. I was a basketball coach. I was still playing 3-4 times a day. Right, nigga, I look good. I was handsome. I look good. Why the fuck you think you could fuck me, bro? What made you think? What made you think that I was gonna stoop down to your level? That was my best I ever looked. So not only was I really blocked it because I was offended. I was like, nah. Like, am I losing my powers? Like, I got pretty bitches in my phone. How did this bitch get in here? Like I felt like the bouncer in an exclusive club, and she done snuck past security and shit. Like, how the fuck this bitch get in here?
That's probably how pathogens feel when there's a virus inside your body. How the fuck this nigga get in?
W joke. I can't top that. Next segment. That was awesome.
All right.
How the fuck this shit get in here?
Nah, really, because that's how it be. Like, they got like a fucking protective wall around your fucking cell membrane. Yo, who the fuck is this nigga? And then your body get mad at you and start making you feel like shit, so you can fight them niggas off.
Nigga.
Oh no, that's funny. All right,
so mad, bro.
All right, let's flip the script. So, what was your best date? And so here's the thing, right? I'll say every single date I have with my girlfriend is amazing. So strictly because I already know every single day I've been with my girl was the best, I'm gonna exclude the relationship, my relationship currently out of these dates.
Sounds good.
So I can give you a fair, like, because obviously the worst date with someone I'm not with, so I'm gonna say the best date that with someone that I was not with. Because every day I've been with my girlfriend blows all of those out the water.
Amen.
Actually, I might still bring it in, but I'll give you two. You want to do the same?
I have a few. Right, I've been on some amazing dates. I've really only been on a few bad dates. I have some really good dates.
Right.
My favorite date is probably with my first college girlfriend. Our first date or second date.
Yeah.
Topped me off in the movies. I thought that was awesome. That was so amazing. We was watching. I hope her boyfriend see this too, cause that's the nigga that be mean mugging me. yeah, in the movie theater, nigga. Horror movie too. Was nothing sexy about that. Horror movie. He was watching The Conjuring.
Yeah.
The one right before The Nun, or maybe it was The Nun.
Right.
Whatever. Topping me, right? But we had a good date. Like, we ate. We really vibed. Like, our first date we ever made, we really vibed. That's what really, like, made us, do anything. So we was really vibing. Our first date we vibed OD. We kissed.
Yeah.
And we was like, we should have fucked. So the second day, I was gonna take her back to my crib with fake movies. I didn't even have to do nothing, bro. Nothing, bro. It was easy. And it just taught me, right? So I hope you see that. I might cut this to him and just send it to him. And I might, because it was easy, bro.
This was you, nigga.
Yeah, you still with her, kissing her. She was kissing it. That was a great date. But my favorite date was probably with this girl, and her name was Chastity. Mm-hmm. Chastity is one of the girls I was talking to. Not hooking up with. We only had sex once. I was talking to right before I met my baby mother, right? It was a great date. It was a great day because of this, right? She made it so easy because, like, it really seemed like we was vibing so much, like, through text and through like, FaceTime.
Yeah.
That she honestly, like, just wanted to hang out with me. Like, she was just cool hanging out. And we had a lot of similar interests. Like, we was both big Janae Eco fans at the time.
Yeah.
So I remember right around the time we started talking, like, Janae Eco came out with a Christmas song. That was like our little theme song type shit. It was right around Christmas, so we had, like, a good little time. And, like, it just felt like no matter what we did, she just wanted to chill. So fake. Came to my crib. We had walked around for a little bit. We got dinner at this Italian restaurant. Yeah. In Little Italy. It was very good. And then just the conversation was just like top tier. Like we just went back and forth, back and forth. She was very funny, right? She was like sweet. She was nice. She was very pretty, right? And then then we went to the movies. We saw Spider-Man: Homecoming. And she knew nothing about Spider-Man, so every 5 seconds. So, like, I used to go to this movie theater. I don't know if it's closed now or they just renovated it, but it's called iPix. Yeah. iPix has the beds. You can lay down. Yeah. I ain't get no top in there, unfortunately. I've never fucked in there, but if y'all want to make my day, iPix. And so, iPix, right, it's very nice. It has the thing, so we was laying down, and she cuddled up next to me. Like, she moved my arm around her, and she, right. I like girls that, take initiative, I love that shit. So, she moved my arm around her, right, and she's cuddled up. She threw her leg over me. Like, I'll touch your coochie right now. Don't do that to me. I'll touch it right here, right now, in front of everybody. So, right. We lay in there watching Spider-Man. We have a good time. We probably walk around a little bit. I'll take it to. She want to get some they have like Sour Patch World down there, so I'll buy some Sour Patches and like some teddy bear. I think I like to give all my girls after the day like a little souvenir. So I will give them a teddy bear, like whatever. Right. So that was the end of the date, and then we get home. She's like, we should have fucked. And I was like, damn it! I thought I was having so much fun during the date. I was like, let me not ruin this by being a horny bastard. Because the whole date, I'm thinking, can't wait to get inside that later, right? But pause. That sounds crazy. Can't wait to fuck, right? But I was like, you know what? I'm actually enjoying her as a person. Mm-hmm. Let me not try to fuck. She get home. She's like, I really wanted to do some more. I was like,
That's pain.
You know what's funny? So that ended because we did fuck one night.
Yeah.
Right. We only fucked once, and so after we fuck, because I would always invite her to my crib. But she lived in Jersey, right? So she would always be like, oh, like, I'm not jacking the drive or whatever. I was like, I'll pay for the Uber, right? She was always like kind of like being weird about it, like on the fence about it, right? So I was like, I'm not going to press the issue. Like, I fake like you, so, it don't really matter. I'm fucking other bitches, so I can care less, right? Mm-hmm. One night, she come over. Well, she's texting me, right? It's like 2 a.m. She's fucked up, right? I'm like, I'm not really trying to do that, She's like, oh, I'm not really that fucked up, So I'm like, okay, come over, whatever. So she comes over, she's cool, right? She's nothing, she's cool. We fuck, right? It was good. It was good. But, right? She come over. And then after she come over, the vibe kind of feel like off. It kind of, to me, honestly, what I felt like I was getting used, because every day after our first date, she was fake like, I want to fuck, right? But I fake liked her a little bit, so I was trying to fuck too, but I fake wasn't fiending, but I felt like she was trying to use me for my dick. And so we had gotten into a little not like argument, but we just stopped texting each other frequently. Yeah. And so one day I didn't text her all day or for 2 days straight. I just had forgotten. I wasn't being passive aggressive or nothing. I just forgot about her because I was working a lot, and I'm just fucking other bitches, so I forgot. So I texted her something funny, because we used to live on the same block as kids and we didn't even know each other. So I texted her why you not outside, some shit like that. She left me on red. A week later, she texts me. I just think it's so funny how you pretended to like me and you used me. It's like, excuse me? She was like, yeah. I was like, that's not what happened. Again, I'm a grown man. I'm not explaining myself. I was like, that's not what happened, but okay, I don't know. Do you want to talk about it? She's like, nah, that just hurt my feelings. So, and she stopped talking to me. But shout out to you, Chastity. I thought you was great, man. That hurt.
Shout out to you, Chastity.
Thought you was great. But yeah, that was one of my many best dates. Aside from when I was getting top from that nigga bitch. I remember that. Anyway.
For me, best dates. I had a few great dates for different reasons. Obviously, all of my best dates come from my girlfriend. But if I had to pick, what's this?
Loser.
Anyway,
Gotta shame you.
my girlfriend already knows nobody can compete with her. But if I'm thinking like, if I'm thinking outside of that, my name is G. Sean, and I find it uncomfortable when people express their emotions about their love life. All right, you guys probably thinking, what the fuck did this nigga just do?
Yo.
I have this running thing I do with Jay Sean, and it started like spontaneously. We was in the party, and I was like, "Yo, Jay Sean, I could do the perfect impersonation of you, right?" In my head, I had no intentions of actually trying to sound like him at all. I just put on the worst Italian accent possible, and then just made vague like descriptions about Jay Sean. My name is Jay Sean, and I have problems showing my feelings to people I care about.
It's the worst joke I ever heard.
And what's so funny? You never see this because we're in a party, but every time I do it, I have to do this.
It's just to me, it was just so obscure because I was like, why did that even like come about? So yeah, that's a little inside joke
I
we
was
have.
probably like half asleep when I did that shit. And
Explained.
I was just dicking around. You know when you just be dicking around. Anyway, the first girl I ever talked to seriously to the point that it got on a date, I would just say it wasn't my best date, but it was one of the most memorable ones because it was the first one I remember. Stop doing that.
Dude, not you seeing me?
Like, I see that shit in my peripheral. Anyway, you a fucking asshole. So I was like 14, 15. This is the first time I ever went out on my own.
Stop looking at me, nigga. You have no fun on the show.
I'm looking straight at you when I say this story. This is the first day I've been on. Now this is the first time I went out with someone. And we took a trip to Coney Island, but it was in the winter. So we didn't go for the rides or for the beach. We went because she wanted to go to It's Sugar, right? Mm-hmm. And I remember, and I was telling my girlfriend this the other day. You know that song "Come Go With Me" by Expose? Mm-hmm. Come go with me. Don't care about tomorrow. Anyway, so it was cool because it was like an innocent date. We was on the train. We was talking to.
Other words, he ain't get no pussy.
Nah, so this girl, I never actually was in a relationship with her, but we had like the craziest situationship ever. And I don't think I ever told you about this, or maybe I did, and I just never went into detail. But like, for like the first 3 years of my dating life, I was with her, and the crazy thing is, I saw her mom the other day too. That was the girl I was telling you that I saw her mom. And like I really liked her, and the craziest thing is we went to the same middle school, and I did not know. It wasn't until after, like when I was in high school, I was like, "Oh yeah, what middle school you went to?" He's like, "Yeah, I went there." I'm like, "We were in the same school at the same time? I didn't see you." And like, it's because she looked really good, but like in middle school, she was like, she had to glow up, right? She had to glow up from middle school to high school.
She's a fucking child in middle school.
Exactly.
So you didn't recognize her later in life. That makes sense.
Right. So
it's not far-fetched.
Yeah, but like it was like a crazy transformation. It's like, when people say there's two type of Hispanic girls? The one that looked like Consuela and then the one that looked like Selena. Yeah. She went from looking like Consuela to Selena in a year.
That's what niggas say. That's crazy. Y'all crazy.
Yeah, like in a year. Like in a year, she went from looking like a maid to Sofia Vergara, right? And that's why I was like,
you said a maid.
That's why I was like, whoa, like
Sky.
Like the mango ladies you see in the train station.
Coco Mango Cherry.
Right, she went from looking like that to looking like a supermodel in a year.
Coco Mango Cherry.
Anyway,
you gotta explain that because niggas don't have that in other places in the world.
Oh word, yo! So NY lingo, not really NY lingo. It's just a NY reference. If you're not from New York, you don't know about it. But
the Coco Mango Cherry.
Coco Mango Cherry.
That lady, that's her name.
Yeah.
And she's everywhere.
During the summer or when it gets like warm out, a Mexican lady goes with a cart, and in the cart she has like 4, sometimes 6. When they have the expenses for it, 6 big ass tubs of like gelato, like type like sorbet, like ices.
It's icy.
Yeah,
like Italian ice.
Yeah, Italian ice.
The fuck is a sorbet?
That's the actual name for it. Like a sorbet gelato.
Gelato. What the fuck is gelato?
If niggas is not from New York, they not gonna know what a fucking icy is.
Nigga, I don't know what you're talking about.
No, but icy. Most people think of icy. They think about the shit you get at the movie theater. That's why I didn't call it icy.
Nah, it's icy, bro.
Anyway, the cup with the little The icy, yes, with the icy. I was trying to look for a different name, but it's a sorbet, right?
It's called the icy. It's the icy lady.
Yeah, so like they be everywhere in the summer and they be selling it.
It's mad at them, but they all look the same.
All look the same. Bro, it's crazy. And then you got the ones that be on the train station be selling churros and mango slices.
I think in my head I got a theory like she's like pigeons and like she don't really exist and the government just clone her.
Right. We was talking about this shit on the train.
We was?
Yeah, we was talking
about. Just keep her down.
Word. And they always have the little babies with them because the batteries are stored in the babies. That's their power source.
If you move that baby, she gonna turn off.
Bro, like the other day when I was in the train, I'm like, yo, like they really always be with a child,
And
bro.
they look the same. The child look the same.
All the time.
You unplug her child, cocoa, mango, cherry.
No, we gotta look into that. That has to be a conspiracy theory. All the Mexican ladies that be selling churros, mango slices, fucking candy, the ices, they all look the same. They have to be the same person. They're manufacturing them. You gotta watch out for the New York
It just
government.
sounds so very racist.
Fucking Mayor Eric Adams. It started with de Blasio. Probably started with Bloomberg.
Giuliani.
Let's just keep on going back to when you ever saw the first Mexican lady selling cocoa mango cherry. Anyway, we got way off topic.
I just had to bring that up. Shout out her. Them.
Yeah, so we started talking. It was actually really, really funny. We started talking because mutual friends. We was just hanging out all together, and it is so funny because when I saw her, I was like, "Whoa, she is gorgeous." But the first thing in my head was like, "Yo, Joe, don't catch no feelings for this girl, right?" Because like, I grew up unconventionally attractive, so like, when you see someone that gets a lot of attention, you're like, it's like trying to shoot at the moon from
You keep saying
with a slingshot.
unconventionally attractive.
Yeah.
Every time you describe himself, I had to Google that shit because I'm editing like episode 6. I'm like, what the fuck, dude? Say you was ugly, nigga. Just say that, bro.
I was ugly.
Damn, nigga.
Nigga, but I'm not ugly now. I got confidence. But,
Busting my Scalati.
but most people wouldn't think I'm attractive. That's why unconventionally, because like I don't think I'm ugly now, but I'm fat, so people probably think I'm ugly. Anyway, nigga, as much as people won't say it, that shit goes in the same category. Because you see someone with a six pack, you see someone with a fat ass stomach, you're gonna look at the person with a six pack, even if he ugly, versus the nigga that has a belly. Anyway. Yeah, so I told myself not to catch feelings because me shooting my shot at her would be like me trying to shoot the moon with a slingshot, with a rock, right? So I was like, I'm not even gonna try to shoot my shot. But then I shot my shot and it worked out, right? So we went on that little date. We went to his sugar. It was cool. It was like a nice vibe. It's like one of those things like when you watch like those old movies that like high school love movies type shit where it felt like a cliche moment. That's how I felt. I was like, damn, this is awesome. Yeah, so like that stuck with me. It wasn't the best date, but it was like so minimal and like so significant.
It's like a low maintenance date.
Right, it was low maintenance and it was significant in like the trajectory where my dating life went. That I feel like that was one of the best because it really set the stone.
Core dating memory.
Exactly, core dating memory. Yeah, but every time I see that in my peripheral, I'm thinking you asked me to stop. I'm thinking you're doing this, but then I realize you're actually doing this.
I did it and I got away with it, but then I wanted to make sure the camera saw it, so I went deeper. And you caught me.
That's on both times, nigga.
Okay.
Nigga said. Oh my god, that's like saying loser. Loser.
Okay, if you feel like that's more respectful, I'll do that. My bad.
Nah, it is what it is. But yo, I'm not gonna get into a rabbit hole with her. Maybe in a future episode we'll talk about our worst situationships or worst relationships. I don't think we talked about that, right?
We had crazy girl stories.
We had crazy girl stories, but like I wasn't with that girl, and I don't think were you with the girl you were talking about?
No.
Right. So like, oh man, because this is a crazy story that actually like really like if you knew me from like high school, like you knew this shit like took my life over. Like, yeah, it was fucking crazy. Like my whole high school life until like the last year of high school, I was stuck in this like perpetual state of like being and not being with this girl all at the same time. It sucked. Anyway, so yeah, y'all get that lore later on. Maybe next episode.
Maybe,
because we're here to talk about you guys. Now that we're done talking about ourselves,
you guys come after us. What we're gonna transition into next? I'm done with the segues. Let's just
no segue.
Just tell me.
Ideal dates. So now we're gonna be your dating guru since we've been on our fair share of dates. We can tell you what.
Isn't this still about us, like our ideal dates, or we're telling them what their ideal date should be? That sounds crazy.
You know, when I wrote it, I think I was talking about our ideal dates because I think you presented it as in, if you want to date me, this is what you gotta do now. But
okay,
now we could give you like good ideas for dates.
Wait, so which one are we doing? Are we talking about our ideal dates for us? Or I guess that would be based on them, right?
Right, yeah. We're just giving them. Yeah. We're giving them date suggestions. That's really what this
date suggestions. Never go to a movie.
I was gonna say
movies are bad dates.
Never go to a movie, especially if it's the first date. Like if you're like later in, like let's say you're already dating.
Yeah, like 2-3 dates in.
Then that's cool because then you guys can like keep it like calm. You could,
what do you consider dating? Like, what's the definition of dating?
Dating, I feel like it's just going on dates with someone. But then you can still be dating and not go on a single date.
You just confused the fuck out of me. What's your definition of dating?
All right. How soon into did you start dating your current girlfriend?
First date, but like fake. Well, we didn't have a date yet, but yeah, I guess I hear what you're saying.
Right, but on the same wavelength, you know, like anything could be considered a date. You could come to my crib, we could watch movies. That could be considered a date.
It's my favorite kind of date.
Because to different people, yeah. But those type of dates get to the point really quickly, right? But like I feel like dating is like once you start talking, and you have intentions of trying to pursue something further with this person, I feel like that's the dating stage.
Okay.
Yeah, because if you're just talking and it never progresses to anything past just talking,
I agree.
I think talking, dating, relationship. I think those are the 3 stages.
Oh, I see. I don't agree.
Yeah. You don't agree?
I think I could talk to you and take you out on dates, but we're not dating. We're just talking.
You feel like you could take someone on a date and not be dating them?
Yeah. Yeah, to me, dating is like, it's like the relationship stage.
You know what I think? I think it's a very misconstrued concept with the way life is now.
Yeah, I hear you.
Because when the concept of dating came to be, you only take someone on a date when you have intentions of being with them. Nowadays, you take people on a date because you want to fuck. Like you want to put your good foot forward so you can get into some pussy. So
step right into them drawers.
For the sake of our argument, let's just put this in the category of you're trying to pursue someone in a relationship, not that you're trying to get in their pants. Because like we said,
I've never been on a date. It hurts.
Okay, so never mind. Because like
that hurts.
We did bring this up as the steps to get into pussy. We did bring that up on the top of the podcast.
Wow, Jesus, sounds very contrary to
whether you're trying to be with this person or you're trying to be in this person, you need to take necessary steps.
This guy Joe is just 12 gauge to our foot, shooting us right in the foot.
Nigga, I'm trying to remedy the situation by giving both sides of the spectrum. If you plan to pursue someone, whether it be romantically or sexually, you need to have a plan. So here's the plans. Not really.
Don't go to a movie.
Don't go to.
You only go to a movie if this is not your first like date, second date. Probably like a third date is like a movie idea.
Yeah.
Movies are like A, they're played out. B, you don't really get to talk to the person. Now, if you're just trying to fuck, movie is a spectacular date because you'd be like, we don't go out. I just took you to a movie.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if you're just trying to fuck, yeah, ladies, if a nigga take you to the movies, it's not a serious date, right?
Really?
Ideal date spots would be something like a baseball game. I hate baseball. I'm not really a baseball fan. I know that's contrary to me being Spanish.
It's the atmosphere of it all, right?
To me being half Puerto Rican, but fake. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just it's the atmosphere is fun. People are excited, but also it's a good opportunity to talk.
Right.
Or just any sporting event, like you go to a football game, go to a basketball game. It's just like a good opportunity to talk. Basketball and football are a little more intense though, but like baseball is kind of like a slower paced game.
Right, like you could be like, yeah, and then he hit it. Oh.
Right, you could be like, you just hit. Okay, now talk.
You're not talking. Yeah, exactly. Like,
so that's a good date. It's gonna sound a little corny, but like, really any place you could just converse with the person.
Right.
Because I feel like my favorite part of a date is really getting to know somebody on a level that's not texting. Right. Because texting is cool. I've hit it over with mad people during text.
Right.
And we get in person with them, it's kind of like, nigga, you corny. Like, I don't want to keep talking to you. Like, I don't like you. Like, either the way you talk or your voice or like, some people is just not as cool as they are over the phone. So fake. When you date, that's my purpose to date, not just to fuck, but like, because it's like, can I stand you enough to fuck you? You know what I'm saying? Right. Like, can I get in a conversation with you fucking and maybe have a conversation after? Right? But if you're bad enough, I fake don't even care about that fake. Just get out of here. So I think those are like my ideal dates. Eating is always fun. It's fun to eat with somebody because then you get to talk over a meal, which is like awesome.
Yeah, I think dates that can have icebreakers, like doing stuff.
Yes.
Would be ideal. Like whether you're going to a dinner, a baseball game, an arcade, like a Dave and Buster's where you can eat and you can play.
That shit is fun.
Yeah,
Yes.
like
Dave and
that-
Buster's great date.
Right, that's it gives you a lot of opportunities to like, even if there's like not much you could talk about, you could talk about what's around you. You know, like that can spark other conversation. Like
Yes.
let's go play this one game. Oh man, this reminds me of that one time I was doing this. You know? Like it gives you opportunity to do that. So definitely, if you're going to date someone for the first time, know their interests first, because I don't know if you ever seen that TikTok where that guy, like, he saves every ick that every woman like says on the internet and he puts it on like a fucking note app. I saw one where this girl was like, "If you're gonna take me on a date, do not take me to no Dave and fucking Buster's. Do I look like a kid to you?"
That's some cornball shit, but word, I guess.
Word, right? Like,
And bitches don't like fun. Dave and Buster's is fun.
and you know what my mindset is with that? Like, if it depends on what your dating pool is, right?
Right.
If you're dating, if you're not like rich.
Nigga, if I'm rich, I'm taking y'all bitches Dave and Buster's. I'm sorry.
No, not right. But if you're not dating someone who's like in a higher fucking wage class than you, don't expect anything that someone in a higher wage class can give you.
Y'all be expecting too much from dates. Let me tell y'all what dates is for, to get to know somebody. I'm not. And I love splurging on dates. I think my favorite date I ever planned was I did Empire State Building.
Yeah.
Because the person wasn't from New York, so I did Empire State Building. I did nice restaurant, Build-A-Bear. Boom.
I still want to go to Build-A-Bear.
Hit it off back home. Another day I did was Ice Cream Museum, World Trade Center. Bought a teddy bear, bought a sweater, something like that. Boom, back home. Now you see, right? I love spending money on dates. If I go on a date, I'm prepared to spend some money. Yeah. Now, y'all be wanting a helicopter ride and some on a first date. Brother, relax, bro. Like, fake. See if you like somebody first. I've talked to a lot of girls that for whatever reason, and niggas think this too, but it's the opposite side, right? They think like if I spend more money, they'll like me. Yeah. Some girls think like, oh, he should just be spending money, and if I like him, I don't like him. That to me be kind of weird because like, so hold on, you don't like me, but you'll take a.
They just want to use you to have a good time.
That's fake crazy. I'm not gonna lie, fake. If we can have a good time spending no money, I'm not spending $1, nigga.
I was just about to say you can have some of the best dates and not spending no money, like a picnic.
Yes.
Just get a blanket, go to a nice park.
Yes.
Just enjoy the atmosphere.
Yeah.
Listen to music. Play cards or play board games, like shit like that. Cause like those are in the same category as if you went to like an arcade or if you went to a restaurant. Except you don't have to extend your pockets out.
Exactly.
Too much.
And you know what? I think that's what I was trying to say. A date is not to impress you. A date is to get to know you.
Exactly.
And I should just be impressed by who you are.
The whole concept of a dating stage is to get to know someone.
Exactly.
And then when you get to the point where I'm feeling you, then that's when like you put your next foot forward. Like, okay, now how can I make myself stand out against everyone else that you're potentially like wanting to get with?
There you go. So
that's all it is.
Do you have any ideal date spots that don't constitute a restaurant, a baseball game?
Yeah, maybe mini golf.
It's a good one.
Yeah.
You did say Dave and Buster's too.
Yeah, I did say Dave and Buster's, but yeah,
Mini
mini golfing. If you're an adult, a bar. That depends. If you could go to like a nice like little spot that's quiet, maybe, but like sometimes the bars be too loud and you're not getting the one-on-one time to actually do anything.
Right. I can see how bars be fun, but I don't really like going to a bar.
Yeah, like bars are cool, but that's where most like adults date at anyway. Like, yeah, you get a drink, they get loose, whatever.
That's strange.
But I'd say karaoke. I did karaoke recently with my girl and some of her friends. That's great because like you get to like relieve the tension of being too serious on a date.
That's a good one.
And you get to see the other person's goofy side and how they could just let loose.
That's a good one.
Right.
That's a good one.
Let's see what else we got.
That's a good one.
And then you also got to know what their interests are, right? Let's say they're the type of person who like is into like certain things, like nerdy things. You can always take them to like a comic book store.
Don't do that.
Anyway, I'm giving you the perspective if like that's the type of vibe like you be going for.
If you find the girls into comic books and shit, just ignore her. Continue.
Don't ignore her. I found the love of my life that way.
Yep, and I made the worst mistake of my life that way. Don't. It's two outcomes.
You gotta take it with a grain of salt. Like wherever you go, it's life. If they're not meant to be, they're not meant to be. I had the experience, and it was meant to be. He had the experience, it wasn't meant to be. That's it. But you get to talk about stuff there too, because you. Is this what's gonna be? You gonna be clowning me all episode? Fucking asshole.
Oh man. Okay, go ahead.
You can go to like a paint and sip.
Paint and sip is fun. I've done that. Paint and sip is fun.
I haven't done it yet, but that's something that's like there.
Yeah, sipping like you make pottery too.
Yeah, they also have
Pretty good. It's pretty
like
fun.
art galleries where like they serve wine and stuff like that.
If I go to an art gallery, I have to take a girl that's artsy. Like I
Right.
can't go to an art gallery with a girl that's not artsy.
That's what I'm saying. Like you have to know at least a little bit. Like once you get it, like past that like talking stage, going into the dating stage, you gotta at least know a little bit about the person and what they like.
Yes.
So that way you can like complement that.
Yes, that's true. That's true. But like fake also playing something that you also equally enjoy. Like find the middle ground.
Right.
What I was saying was I can't take a girl that just loves art. Like I can only take a girl that loves art. I couldn't take a girl that's like kind of interested in it.
Yeah.
Because then I wouldn't be able to like say
Right.
nothing.
You just both there like dickheads.
I have to take a girl. Right. Like this is red.
Right.
I love this red.
Unless y'all got the same humor, y'all both clown it. Like
That would be funny.
like niggas making millions off of this shit. Shit whack.
I can do this.
Yeah.
That was good. That was good. So tell me, right? So since we're on that wavelength, right? Tell me like your top 5 do's on dates.
Top 5 do's. Ask questions. Don't ask too much questions. Don't make an interrogation. But like when like let's say like for the girl, like if you're a guy dating a girl, girls typically love talking about themselves, and that's not a bad thing at all. That's an amazing thing. Now you as a guy have to be a good listener because you have to make sure that like whatever she's talking about, you're retaining. So then that way you can be like, oh yeah, so like what about this? And then like so you could dive deeper into like what they're saying. Like most of the time on dates, girls. I'm not saying this in a derogatory way. This is not derogatory at all. They love to hear themselves talk, right? And if they see that the person that they're dating, what?
Misogynist.
When they see that the person that they're dating is interested in what they're saying, it makes them feel more secure in what they're saying.
I think it's anything, anybody though. If I'm talking to somebody and they're like, "Oh wow, I love that about you," I was explaining. I remember on a date with Chastity, or was it Chastity? I don't know. I've been on a lot of dates. I had explained the triangle offense to a girl who doesn't watch basketball, and she was like, "Tell me something that you know everything about." I was like, "No, it was the Warriors offense." I was like, "Wow." Since you asked, here's why the Warriors haven't had a significant big man in the last 15 years. And I went into it with her. She was like, wow, you do know a lot about that. She was really interested.
Right. And you know, when you have the right person, like they, even if they don't know a single thing about what the fuck you're talking about, like they love that you're so passionate about something. Like, and they'll make them interested in what you're saying just because of how passionate you talk about it.
So listen to somebody and
listen.
That's a good tip.
Be a good listener on dates.
Yes.
Don't listen so you can say what you gotta say. Listen to respond. Like
listen to understand.
Listen to understand. Yeah. Don't listen to respond. Listen to understand.
You got it.
Right? Because like let's say someone's talking. Like let's put an example. Let's say your date is like, yeah, you know, I really like going to see fish. Right? And then you just cut them off. Oh yeah, that reminds me of the time I went to the aquarium. Don't ever do that shit. Because then like when they get cut off, they're like, okay. Oh, cool. But then, like, that's a huge red flag. Like, talking over people.
Really, though. A lot of y'all need to get it together, bro.
No, really. So, I give a do and a don't. You give a do and a don't.
A do and a don't. A do.
Yeah.
Be punctual.
Yes.
I know a lot of people, including myself, that are... It's just when you meet somebody for the first time, you're hanging out with somebody for the first time, it's important to like I said, you're not there to impress nobody, but at the same time, like...
You gotta set that precedent.
You gotta respect people's time. You feel me? So, like, you know, this person could have been doing a million other things, and if you, like, late... Or, like it's okay to be late, like, 10 minutes, 15 minutes late. Like, people were late, but, like... Nigga, if you late and, like, not communicating, you know, just try your best to be punctual. You know, if something's out of your control, by all means, but try your best to be punctual, and then a don't. I would say don't be arrogant. I think that's just a rule for life.
Yes.
But don't present yourself as somebody who's just like, confidence and arrogance is a thin gray line.
Yeah.
But a lot of people teeter to the arrogant side. It's really important to be like confident but not arrogant. How do you do that? Right? So it's okay for me to be like, you know, like I think I'm a pretty good card player. Yeah. I'm pretty good at Texas Hold'em. I think I'm pretty good. You want me to teach you? I can show you how to play. It's not okay to be like, put me in any Hold'em games. I'm winning. Niggas can't see me. I've never lost.
Word. Yeah, I'm pretty good at Uno versus I whoop your ass in Uno. Don't even-
Fuck you up in some Uno.
Yeah.
But if you're saying it like
In a
ironically,
playful way, then it'll work
that would be
out.
hilarious.
Yeah.
If a bitch leave me in the house, I'll fuck you up in some Uno. I'm like, you okay?
Yeah, right. Like it's also the context, like the
The
context.
context of what you,
Yeah.
you gotta, be mindful of your tone. You got another one? Got some more?
I have a don't off the top of my head. I did this on my first day with my girlfriend. Don't talk about your exes.
Unless that's like a precedent that you both have, like
Right.
Like they bring up their ex, and you're like,
Yeah.
I hear you. That sucks. My ex used to do the same thing.
Word. And I think that's how it started with me and my girlfriend on our first date. But then I kind of took it overboard, and it was because I was like not over her yet at that time. So definitely don't make it a thing, because I got lucky and my girl wanted to go on the second date, but she told me that she felt like I wasn't interested in her and I was still interested in my ex, and like she almost didn't give me the chance because she thought this was not going to work out. So yeah, don't do that. Let's see, what's another do that you can do? You had to go one with the arrogant one. Yeah, because I wanted to piggyback off of that actually before I find my next thing. For some reason, girls do this too, but like not at the same length as guys. Like when they even when they're not dating, they try to make themselves look good in front of like a group of people. Right, like let's say there's a fine shorty right in front of you, and you with like 3 of your mans, and you're like, "Yo, broke nigga, where's that money you owe me?" Girls do not like that. Like as much as you think that that's impressive, that you got bread to just be putting out to people, girls will look at you like you corny, bro. Like and
niggas will look at you like you corny, bro.
Not really, and then your mans look at you like
you just corny, bro.
Fuck is wrong with you? Do not do too much to impress whoever you're trying to impress. Like,
yes.
Don't be an asshole.
You're right.
People think being an asshole is like a key to getting. Don't do that.
Joe just has to listen. You want to do all don'ts? I do all do's. Nigga got mad don'ts. You want to do all the don'ts?
Well, I don't mean that was more going off of your don't.
Okay.
But, I'm trying to think of a do. Do make sure your hygiene is in check.
Yes.
Yeah, make sure like you go through all the steps, like like
present yourself nicely. You know how you want to be seen.
First impressions are everything.
Present yourself how you would like to be perceived. You know.
Right. Exactly. And don't. I'm doing another don't. Do you have a do or don't?
I do, Joe.
Okay.
Do you want to do all the don'ts? I will give you all the don'ts. You can have it.
It's just fresh off my mind. If you're gonna go out to eat somewhere, do not get something that smells nasty. Like don't have anything with onion, garlic, fish.
And be all up in the nigga face.
Because then now you're eliminating your chances of getting that first date kiss or wanting them to be like this close to you.
Well, he tired because I figured I buy a whole fresh pack of gum and I chew gum religiously through dates. I refuse to have
that's
my
a
breath
do.
taken.
That's a do. Do bring gum.
Yeah,
just in case.
do bring something. So smell good. If you need an extra thing of cologne, hit yourself in the bathroom or something. Like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Don't OD on the cologne. That's a don't right there. Don't OD on the smell goods. Smell goods, relax. All right? 3 sprays.
Word.
3 sprays.
There's a difference between smelling good and then smelling like you're in the back of a
Word. So you could take. I got I got mad cologne. I got portables and I got the ones for the crib.
Yeah.
I take a portable with me. Halfway through the date, I go to the bathroom real quick. If I got to use the bathroom, 1 spray. 1 spray outside. 3 sprays before you go. That way when you're driving, if the aroma can move. You feel me? Don't be.
Word.
You're bugging. My do would be just be yourself. It's the best dating advice I can give you. Be yourself. Word. If this person likes you, they're gonna like you whether or not you go all out or you are just a regular person. Like whoever you are, they either like you or they're not. So nothing you do is gonna force them to like you. You feel me? So hey, just be yourself. If it don't work out, don't work out. On to the next.
Mm-hmm. Something I have in my head right now is this is it's not really a do or don't, but if you feel uncomfortable, if you feel uncomfortable, I guess it is a don't, but it's also a do at the same time. Like, don't feel like you have to, like, keep yourself in that date. Like don't feel like you're forced to like see the date through. If you're not feeling it, you should be transparent with the person.
You don't owe nobody nothing.
Yeah, you don't owe anybody anything. So if you're not feeling it, be honest and don't lead the other person on. 2 more don'ts for you. Do be a good person. Then when we edit the clips, it's gonna be like all over the place. It'll be like, dude, don't question mark. bad dates.
We talked about our best date spots,
Yeah.
like around the city. We want to talk our worst date spots around the city. We want to talk about like our best date spots. We trashed Sugar Factory. That endorsement deal is over. Do you want to do like our favorite date spots around the city?
Me personally, there's this strip in Midtown Manhattan called K-Town.
Those niggas about to say strip club. I was say you a brave nigga. That'd be a great first date though.
Yo, you remember that stripper that came into GameStop when we was working there? Were you working there that day?
Maybe not.
This lady comes in and she she looks like she's not a regular woman, right? Like she looks
Like a hoe, Joe?
no, like she just has the things going on, like she looked like she'd be doing stuff like if like not stripping but like modeling, like shit like that, right?
This guy's crazy.
And she came to buy a PS5 with all dollar bills, right? And then afterwards she was like, "You should come see me at this gentleman club that's like right across the street." And then it didn't click at the moment because like in the moment I like my brain was like didn't process what a gentleman's club was, and then when she left, I was like, "Damn, she had a fat ass." Gentlemen's club. That's a strip club. Yeah. Anyway, right next to the strip club is K-Town, right? That's what reminded me of it. It's just Korean eats, Asian eats. It's a really good place. They have a lot of amazing stuff there. Yeah.
What a fucking segue to say, K-Town. Nigga say you'll know you're in there because you'll see a strip club and be like, I'm close.
No, I was
like a landmark for fucking K-Town.
I was even going to mention it, but since you said stripper, it reminded me, and I was like, oh wait, this still ties in because it's right there. Yeah.
Thank you, Joseph. So when you're looking for K-Town, look for the strip club. Like, I'm on the way. And then K-Town. I hate K-Town. I think Korean barbecue and Korean food is disgusting. I'm sorry. I've been to K-Town a few times, actually.
Each their own.
But I will tell you this. The World Trade Center is a phenomenal date. I'm going to tell you why. If you're not scared of, the whole, right? Because, give you a little anxiety on the date. That was the plane into the building.
I know.
Okay, got you. Just making sure you understood.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's fucked.
Because I understand it can give people anxiety, right? But they have a restaurant in there. The food is really, really good. And the view is really nice. You get to see the whole city, all of Jersey. So you could eat as you look at the view. If you walk around like the top part. Yeah. It's a really nice day. There's nice pictures to be taken there. 10 out of 10 date. I would recommend anybody in New York City to go to the World Trade Center and vibe out with your shorty or your gentleman.
Word.
You got another one?
I was just thinking about like little like spots, not like really like chain areas. Like you could go bowling. That's pretty cool. There's a lot of billiards places.
You took me bowling. That's how you trying to get my pants.
Where we went on a double date bowling. That was one of the best dates I've been on, but I think they didn't want to say that as one of my best dates because I feel like that doesn't count. I feel like that was just cheating.
That was pause. You felt like you was cheating when you was with me?
Nah.
Yeah.
He was with his girl. It was a double date.
He's off like I was cheating.
Nah, I feel like it's cheating.
I had a good time too with you, bro. I didn't think all that. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I will say, yo, that date was amazing just for the simple fact that I love my girlfriend, but that day she was just not locked in when we was bowling, right? And in my head, I was like, I got to double lock in because we was good teams. It was me, my girl versus him and his girl. Nigga, I was so locked in. I won by like 1 point, bro. I was like...
Teed up. Teed up.
And like they was both hitting it. My girl, I'm not gonna lie, she was hitting gutter balls. Baby, I love you. Like I love you so much. But that day she had just put in new nails and like it was just not going for her.
And she was cold.
And I had to lock in, bro. So I was like getting spare strikes. I was like, yeah, won by 1 point.
He was teed up.
I felt like LeBron in 2016, bro.
He was teed up. He was teed up.
And then I just remember, like when we tallied up the score, I just see Jay Sean Soul just fucking wither.
Well, because it was so close, right? Like we didn't know the final score. So I was like, oh, we good. We probably had we had this big ass lead in the beginning, like for the first like 4.
Yeah,
we had a huge lead, and I was like, oh, we fucking.
Because I had slow start, like I was not hitting shit either.
Right, and because me and her was up, we was just like. But then towards the end we seen him teeing up. We tried to tee up, but like it just.
And at the momentum, nigga, that last on fucking roll was LeBron pinning fucking Iguodala shit off the backboard, bro.
Real rap. So it is what it is, but yeah.
Then we got quesadillas afterwards. Was pretty yummy.
Yeah, we had that was a good date.
Yeah.
So
go on double dates, but make sure that your friends and whatever your friend's significant other is like compatible with yours. You wouldn't want to do a double date with people who...
Make sure everybody's compatible.
Yeah, because then I'll make it an awkward situation. And you probably lose some friends that way.
Another good date spot Museums. Museums are great date
Yes.
spots. I'm gonna tell you why. Right. Go to a museum that's tailored to what you like. New York has a plethora of museums.
Yeah.
There's so many museums. So like, you know, if they're like more artsy or more like academic, you take them to like a Natural History Museum.
Where if they're sluts, you take them to the sex museum.
I was not gonna say that.
Yep.
I was gonna say if they're more interested in like sexual liberation, you take them to
If they're a slut, take them to the sex museum. Bounce on some titties.
the sex museum. Is fun. I've been a few times. It's
I
very
have
fun.
never been to the sex museum.
It's fun. It's
Yeah.
fun. It's mad fun. The sex museum, but like, you know, it's mad museums and it gives you opportunity. Most museums have activities, so it gives you like the opportunity to do an activity and then like talk about it, have fun.
Or
Fun with it.
like fairs, like stuff like that.
Bears are good.
We don't really get them that often in like the city.
They almost never happen.
Yeah, but like outside of the city, they're
Yeah,
prevalent.
I've been to a few in Jersey.
Yeah.
Very fun.
Right. So it's so fun, like just doing stuff, like having that cliche like movie date. Like,
I had a cliche movie time on the fair with this girl named Denise. I'll never forget her. I was in 7th grade. She was in 8th grade. I feel like such a star.
Yeah.
When she was going to high school, I was going to 8th grade. I feel like such a star, nigga. I was at my cousin. She knew my cousin because they was she was a grade below him and they had known each other. The nigga, he's talking to her older sister. You know, and they go on the Ferris wheel.
Yeah.
She's like, "Oh, let's just go together." We start flirting. She hold my hand. We kiss.
Ooh. Wow.
Nigga, I felt like I had a movie experience. I was like Denise.
The knees.
And
Get
then
on your knees.
Then I had her kick. We was texting her kick. I told her I ain't live in Jersey. It was over after that. She wasn't jacking
Yo,
me.
those be the worst when like you meet someone from like a different area and then you never see them again. Yo, and then like niggas these days got it easy because you could get people's socials like, but we fake could never do that shit.
Instagram was brand new. You could get somebody Facebook was the biggest thing.
Word. And then like when we was like younger, like because you know like you get your little kid crushes when you like in middle school and shit like that. Me personally, I didn't have like a steady phone until like I was in high school. So like if you was far away from me, it was over. That's it. I was never seeing you again. That shit hurt because it be those times where like you get like such a like deep emotional connection with someone, and then like you see them go away, and then you want to cry to some Rihanna, some old Rihanna.
Nigga said some Oriana.
I had a situation like that. What song was it? What song was it?
What Rihanna song you was crying to?
Oh, what song was it? It was the one that she was talking about cheating on her boyfriend.
Rude Boy, was it?
Not Rude Boy. Fuck.
That'd be a funny ass song to cry to.
Nah.
Come here, Rude Boy, boy. You
Boys, you big enough. No. And I know he knows I'm unfaithful, and it kills him inside to know that I am happy with some other guy.
Nigga was crying in the
I
window.
can hear you cry. I don't want to do this anymore.
You know, I can't lie to her, Joe. I used to cry to this song. It's so light skinned to me. Back when I was my handsomest, that like I would say from when I was 17 to when I was 19, about to be 20, that was when I was my handsomest. Like I used to cry to this Drake song, Redemption. That it was just light skinned to even say Drake. I know, like cry to a Drake song. But I used to cry to Redemption. She used to go, "Redemption's on your mind when you think about." I used to go.
Just cause? Like there was no reason for it?
Nah, nigga, I was my first college girlfriend. You know, want to top me off in the movie theater, and her boyfriend. Yeah, so she hurt me, bro. She fake hurt me, bro, and I was just going through some shit at that time. That's when I first started doing Percocets, and that was probably the most down time of my life, like in every other aspect but sex. Like I was fucked up.
That was a significant moment. That was your canon event.
Nigga, and Drake would come on. He'd be like, "Please give me time, cause I'm searching for these words." I'd be like, "Yo, just say to you right now." I was going through it, bro.
Yeah.
I was going through it. I was so light skinned before I turned 20 years old. I was the light skinnedest nigga in the world.
Me too. And then I found Tyler the Creator, and I became not light skinned. But then I
Just
found
gay.
out that he also had sad songs.
Just gay.
And I was just in a perpetual state of sadness
And gayness.
and gayness. All right, guys. This has been our FYTB podcast. Please make sure to like, share, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Follow us on all of our socials. And go stream our music if you haven't. I really appreciate that. I love you guys. You want anything to say anything to sign us off? And if you're still having bad date experiences after watching this episode, I don't know what's wrong with you.
Nigga, did you just come out as gay? Fuck are you talking about? Like, you Fuck is you talking about, bro? You just came out the class and trying to do an outro.
Nah, I'm not fucking gay. Fuck is you talking about?
It goes like this.
You want to see something funny real quick?
What's up?
I'm gonna cut this part out.
What's up?
If you look back there, it's the infinite universe that we were talking about.
Oh yeah.
Because you can't even behind Desi, right? You can see us talking, but then behind that, you can't see who
Yeah.
But I think it's the Thanksgiving episode.
I think so too. Yeah, it looks like.
But behind that, like you can't see nothing.
That's just a screen.
Yeah.
Look at this loop, y'all. Isn't this cool?
This is just a permanence.
This is the FYTB Inception.
Permanence of.
Word. Like, this is all the universes that Doctor Strange were looking at.
But continue.
I wonder which one leads us to fame and fortune. Probably this one. Let's make this. Hold this for me real quick. Just want to make sure this is Gucci. Are we still going? Hello? When I dropped off, that girl gave me just a little bit of love. All right, we go. Thank you.
No problem, brother.
Yeah, so
Looking for a bed in the pot for the piss, regulating so a nigga don't miss with the voice so go and the style mad crisp, I got it. Let me talk my shit.